Am I going to cry? Do I need to? I think I'm going to.
There you go.
Dear Miss Gagliardino.
Dear Mrs. Harris.
Dear Mrs. Slater.
Hello, Mr. Slanik.
Dear Mrs. Colangelo.
Dear Miss Pants.
Dear Mr. Lawton.
Mrs. Horzempa.
Dear Mr. Kugler.
Oh my goodness. Dear Mrs. Bacco, Ms. Puz.
Dear Mr. Ruffalo.
I recognize this handwriting. Dear Mrs. Cayley.
Chère Madame.
Dear Mr. Wise.
Dear Miss Shagna.
As Teacher Appreciation Week approaches, I cannot help but reflect on the impact you have had on my life. I don't know if I'm going to make it through. And the gratitude I feel towards you. As my kindergarten teacher in the 2010-2011 school year, you were the first person to guide me through the early years of learning, and you played the most important role in allowing me to love learning. I remember the first day of school feeling nervous and unsure of what to expect at such a young age, but you welcomed me into the classroom with open arms.
8 years ago was my first year in the South Fayette community. In the years leading up to that, I had gone from school to school. I never stayed anywhere long. You would think by then I would not be nervous being in a new school, but every time I was. It was not until a little bit into the school year that you became the long-term substitute for one of my classes. When you came, I was still having trouble acclimating into the new environment. Since you were new and experiencing South Fayette for about the first time too, it helped me in school. You always had such a positive demeanor and showed you really cared for any student that you had.
I am a senior now, but I will never forget how you taught me to love learning.
I want to start this thing by saying that thank you for being a good teacher, even though we don't understand econ that great, because it doesn't make sense. Most of the class tries their best. When I first saw you in 10th grade during Keystones, I was like, who is this intimidating person and how do I avoid them? But when I had you for econ, your face is the only intimidating thing about you.
I believe that your confidence in me helped to shape my academic career in South Fayette. I can still remember how excited I was when I found out that you were my second grade teacher. I absolutely loved my elementary experience because of your creative projects. You truly filled our days with fun activities and learning.
Out of all my years in school, I have never had a teacher quite like you. Lord. Someone who's so compassionate and empathetic towards everyone around them. Someone who is so energetic and completely and utterly passionate about what they do. You truly make a difference in people's lives, and I know that because you made a difference in mine.
I remember my 5th grade English class being the highlight of my day other than gym class because you made the class so much fun. My favorite part of those classes were when we would be able to watch you play the guitar and sing about a specific topic that we were studying.
You've made a huge and lasting impact on my life. I'm so sorry. In 6th grade, when I had you for the first time in chorus, you unlocked a side of me that I had no idea existed. Because of you, I have grown to be such a successful and confident musician and performer. You are always so kind and welcoming to everyone, and I always felt so excited to come to class every day. Your positive attitude always radiated throughout the room, and I always felt comfortable coming to you with any problems.
Although it has been a long time since I've seen you, and even a longer time since I've been your student, I wanted to take a minute to thank you for all that you've done for me. As I reflected on my time at South Fayette, I found that I attribute some of my fondest memories to you, from making paper stars at Christmas to the smiley face you drew on our tests. I think we named him Bob. Today, I can wholeheartedly say that these memories bring the biggest smile to my face.
Throughout my time in middle school, I was trying to find who I was as a person. A lot of middle schoolers just want to fit in and try to be someone they are not. You taught me that it is okay to be me. You took my newly found self-confidence and put me in more leadership positions. You saw that I could handle more than I realized at that time. As I took on more, I learned more about my character and my passion. Wow.
Thank you for all that you have done for me. You are more than my 6th grade math teacher. You are the person who gave me confidence in myself. You are the person who made school better for me. I enjoyed walking into your class every morning because you made it fun. You give everything you have to help your students learn and pay attention. My transition from 5th to 6th grade wasn't the best. I struggled for the first part of the year, but you helped me turn that around. You taught me that it was okay to fail as long as I learned why and what I could do to change. You taught me it was okay to be wrong. You taught me how to be confident in my answers and myself.
You have been there to help me for 6 years at South Fayette. You have been there for all my big high school events, dances, swim meets, and homecoming. You are kind and helpful. Thank you for helping me stay on track. Oh, it's getting hard to read. You helped me with math, filming media skits, having lunch with my friends, working at the Trolley Museum and Fresh Time, and so much more.
You are incredible and the best French teacher that I can imagine having. You only want the best for your students and give so much of your life so that we can receive the feedback and help we need. So thanks to you, we can improve ourselves.
Without your constant encouragement and confidence in me, I'm certain I wouldn't be the musician and person I am today. Because we were new to South Fayette Middle School at the same time, you hold a special place in both my classmates and my heart.
And I wanted to say thank you for everything you have done for me. There have been multiple instances in my high school career where you have changed the pathway for me to walk. You were always there for me to talk after school about life and future. We talked about football and how I was doing at practice. You kept me thinking about my life and my future. This led me to do my own research at home about what I wanted to do in my life and brought me to where I am today.
Perhaps most importantly, you believed in me. You saw something special in me even when I doubted myself. Sorry. You were always there with a kind word or a gentle nudge in the right direction, and you never gave up on me. That faith in my abilities has stayed with me throughout my life and has given me the confidence to pursue my dream and overcome obstacles.
Unknowingly, you taught me some bigger life skills. Kindness, choosing kind friends, including others, and so much more.
Thank you for giving the students the respect they deserve. Thank you for keeping the school in order, even though you claim that you have no power whatsoever. We still think you keep the school in order.
One of the things that I remember the most about second grade was how special you made me feel. From sharing your love of owls with our class to letting me eat with you on our ballpark field trip, you showed how much you cared about your students. You truly made it easy to love everything about school. Most of all, however, you inspired my love of writing and made me feel that I could do anything.
I always enjoyed doing art and using it as a way to take a break from stressful things in life. But it was never deep and meaningful. It was just a form of distraction. After having you, Miss Pants, I changed how I viewed and used art in my life. Because of you, I now express what I am feeling in the moment into my art when it's sometimes hard to express to other people around me.
I also looked up to you outside of school. When you mentioned that you played soccer, I was so excited because soccer was my favorite sport. We even played the same position, which I found so interesting because I was able to grow closer with you as a person. When I moved on to the middle school, you were the boys' soccer coach, and I was so glad to be able to see you still and talk with you.
I will never forget the day in 6th grade when you cast me as Chip in Beauty and the Beast. I had barely any acting or performing experience prior to this show, but you saw something in me and trusted me with this role. Because of this, I am forever grateful. You sparked something in me, and after doing that show, I realized how much I loved acting and performing. Little did I know that this love for music that you gave me wouldn't just turn out to be a hobby of mine, it became my way of life. Music has opened me up to new experiences and meeting new people. It has built my confidence and my communication skills. It has provided me with an opportunity to help others build confidence and find their unique identity.
The one lesson that has stuck with me the most is how to be a good person. You taught me to be respectful and disciplined, listen carefully, and be kind. Although I'm only one of your hundreds of students, I can guarantee that you have made this same impact on everyone that has crossed your path.
You encouraged me to be myself, and that has helped me become the person I am today. Ooh, sorry, getting a little emotional. You made a big impact on me, and I cannot express how grateful I am for that. You saw that I had the leadership skills that I did not know I had. You encouraged me to work hard. I became a better English student, which was not an area of study that came naturally to me.
I am an independent and able to guide others. I still don't like math, but you taught me how to look for learning opportunities. I believe now I will always find new learning experiences because I have confidence to try. Through my South Fayette career and in my community, I have received recognition for accomplishments that have been built upon the confidence you gave me. Clearly, you have had a big impact on my life.
I would not have had such amazing adventures and become the awesome student I am today without you.
Also, thank you for the confidence that you have given me. When I started at the high school, I believed that I was bad at French and should just take up to French 3. I saw myself as worse than the others, but you changed that. There were certain times where I would say that I could not do something or that someone else should do it because they do it better. But you assured me that I have the ability, and eventually I started to believe you.
Be it in middle school band, general music, or jazz band, thank you for going above and beyond to bring music into all of our lives. You have never failed to make me laugh, help me out when I need it, and of course, tell the best dad jokes while I'm trying to play my instrument.
I have got to thank you for what happened on October 19th. I like to call it the lunchroom incident. I obviously do not have a very good memory of what happened, but I do know you did a very good job. I could have always had worse injuries from the event, but because you were there with your knowledge, I was kept safe until the ambulance arrived, and I have been seizure-free. I've been seizure-free ever since. I cannot talk about the event without also including a thanks for the nurse, as I am sure she was also there very quickly and did the best she possibly could. I was out for about half an hour from what I have been told, but I do believe I was in the best position and treated the best for what happened.
You went above and beyond to create a safe and nurturing environment where we could all thrive, and you never hesitated to offer a listening ear or a word of encouragement. You truly embodied the best qualities of a teacher, and I feel so lucky to have had you as my guide through those formative years.
Thank you so much for helping me feel welcome and find a place back when I was in 6th grade. You really helped me get to the point where I am today.
I appreciate all that you have done for me and know that you continue to inspire so many students. I hope that you know how special you are to many of your former 2nd graders. I wish you a wonderful summer break and hope that you enjoy some well-deserved relaxation, as well as time with your family and friends, along with beach trips, workouts, and shopping, of course.
Thank you for always having your classroom open to me. Thank you so much for being one of my favorite teachers. I really appreciate everything you have done for me, and I hope that your first year at South Fayette was as great as you made everyone else's this school year.
Whether my mom says hi to you for me over the phone or I see you in person, it has always been a friendly exchange, and I will cherish those moments for the rest of my life. Thank you for being my favorite teacher and for being an even better person to me throughout the years.
I have enjoyed helping students younger than me find a love for music and theater, just like you did for me. It is truly because of you that I am where I am now. Every single role I have earned is because of the path you paved for me starting in 6th grade. I am so thankful that I got to have you as a teacher and a director. Without you, I don't know where I would be today.
As I graduate and continue on in life, I will take the life lesson you gave me and will stay true to myself. Thank you for being more than an English teacher to me.
I realize that teaching can be difficult at times, but please remember that you made a difference to me and many more. Thank you for all that you do each day. The math lessons, the phone calls to parents, and the extra time you put in is extremely appreciated, even though it is not often expressed. Mr. Ruffalo, you helped shape me into the person I am today.
You are a rock star, Miss Kaylee, and I want to thank you for all that you do. I am going to miss your smile every morning.
Each day I feel welcome in your class, and it seems that I can come to you when I need help or just someone with whom to talk. I'm always happy entering your class, so thank you. Thank you for being an amazing teacher, and thank you for showing me the beauty of French.
I hope to someday grow into the leader and role model that you have been for me.
I bet by now you're probably just sitting there on the chair being emotional or happy in front of a camera, so I'll wrap it up for you. I want to thank you again for everything. Everything you have done for me in this whole school, including the class of 2023. You lit a fire under our class in general, as you were the young, refreshing voice that we needed to hear from about the real world and what happens after high school.
Your impact is immeasurable, and I hope that you take pride in knowing that you have made a profound difference in the world. From your former students, Nicholas Pulis. Thank you, Nicholas. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet.
Sincerely, Amanda Gonzalez. Oh my gosh, that was so nice.
Thank you, Lily Hillgrant.
Sincerely, Hannah Hughes. Thank you, Hannah.
Sincerely, Amanda Gonzalez. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Your student, Rachel Black. That's awesome.
Sincerely, Brett Sturbitz. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brett.
Alessio. This is a little different than the hate mail I normally get.
Sincerely, Gianna Guzik. Wow. Thank you for doing this.
Sincerely, Gianna Guzik. Sorry, I'm teary-eyed.
From Robert. Oh my gosh. Ah, that is so sweet.
Thank you for everything, Kay Monsigne.
With gratitude, Ellis Giro.
Thank you, Enderman Brian.
It means everything. Absolutely everything. My mission, as I mentioned a little bit ago, is yes, of course, academics are so important. And I pour my heart into putting forth the academics, but being a good person, instilling everything in them that makes them who they are today. Kindness, as Lily mentioned, caring for others.
It means the world to me, and just amazed that they still remember and still have those feelings almost like it was yesterday.
I think you can tell how it feels. Feels really good. These are tears of joy.
Well, it's humbling. You know, you just show up every day and try to be positive and get the kids excited about what you're teaching, and you find moments to weave in, you know, some stories and life lessons.
This little thank you note isn't so little to me because it confirms that what I do coming in every day for the kids is exactly what I need to continue to do. And I know some of us sometimes get lost in that, and we get caught up in curricular items and meetings and state tests, but in the end, at the end of the day, it's all about our relationships with the kids.
I feel like I was a tough English teacher. They had to do a lot, and I'm just if I wanted to teach the middle school or something, it was this, that it's not always about fitting in, because I myself had a hard time doing that in middle school.
That's why we do this, right? To make a difference in a kid's life.
I really try to instill that in others. I try to teach others how he sees the world and what the joy that he has taught me to see in the world. I try to bring that to other aspects of my life.
This is what the job is all about. I mean, I tell the kids all the time, I love my job. I love what I do. I mean, I don't love the grading so much. That's that day-to-day, but this is why we do it. It's to make them better people and prepare them for the world.
I don't think that anyone knows other than Ben how much that day affected my life as a human being, as an adult. It changed the course of my life. And having someone like Ben in my life is so beyond what I ever thought. And that goes for all of these students. I didn't think that I was maybe as deserving to have such caring kids, but I know I have 1,000 kids at this school that care about me.
I have 4 girls, and I pick them up from school every day, and they knew it was Teacher Appreciation Week. She's in kindergarten, my youngest, and says, "Dad, do you like being a teacher and teaching kids?" I said, "Yeah, actually, I love it." It's funny. It makes you think, especially this time of year. This is what I love to do.